Hello, family. How are you? We are well and we thank God for such an opportunity. We are back here with another video. This is Mercy Muli. Thank you so much for being found here. Kindly, if you are new here, subscribe, like, comment, and share. We are talking here. Yes, let's talk. Let's talk. We are talking. Thank you so much. We have been talking about relationships, and as I've always said, we must have relationships in everything in our lives, in whatever thing that we do. We either relate with people or even with the things that we have. So relationship is a must in our space. Now today, kindly, I want to talk about husband and wife. Husband and wife, that is what we are talking about. Now look, the Bible says that whoever finds a wife finds favor before the Lord, and even before the life, before life, we find favor. Whoever finds a wife finds favor. So a wife is someone who is really blessed and honored by God himself. So it is a favor to have wife. And as wives, we need to be that favor that the Bible is talking about. Are you favor as the Bible talks about? Are you causing favor in your family as the Bible says? Now look, I want us to go to 1 Kings chapter 1, and then we shall read around 3 scriptures there, 3 verses there. Now look, this is about King David. Let us just go straight to verse 1. It says, King David was now a very old man, and although his servants covered him with blankets, he could not keep warm. The guy was old, and he was really becoming old. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. The guy was old. But imagine the Bible says the servants covered him with blankets. They are talking of blankets, not a blanket, blankets for him to become warm, but he could not. He could not. Imagine it. They are saying he could not keep warm with the blankets. He could not keep warm. There are some of the things that cannot cover any kind of a gap. There are some of the things that cannot work. Look at this. David does not need the blanket for him to become warm. He is so cold. He's feeling so cold. He's very old, but he needs warmth, but the blankets were not able. Look, when the blankets failed, what happens? So his officials say to him, Your Majesty, let us find a young woman to stay with you and take care of you. This woman is being found to become a woman, a young woman, to become, not to become a woman, to become a wife, a young woman to be found to become a wife to the king. Look at this. To stay with you and take care of you. She will lie close to you and keep you warm. Look at this. What is the solution? Blankets are not working. Another thing is not working. But they are talking of looking for a young woman to keep the king warm. Look at this. We need to keep warm. We need to keep one another warm. We need to be warm, my dear ones. We need to keep, as wives, we need to keep our husbands warm. They might be called in so many aspects of life. They might be called in one area. They might be called in some conditions and some situations. It is our work as wives to keep them warm, to lie. And when, look at this, the Bible says you are going to lie close. We need to be close to them. We are going to lie close to them and keep them warm. Is your husband cold? Is your life cold? Is your relationship cold? You need to lie next to that relationship, next to your spouse, to make him warm. Let me tell you, our work, we need to be Abishag of today. We need to be that woman of today to keep our husbands warm. There are some of the things that cannot cover, that cannot maybe meet the heart desires or meet the desires of your partner or meet the desires of your spouse, that you need to come in. You need to come through you yourself. It doesn't matter what he does. It doesn't matter what happens. Let me say this. The property might not keep him warm. The money he has might not keep him warm. The other friends that he has might not keep him warm. Whatever thing that he has might not keep him warm. But you, as a wife, when you come in, you're going to keep him warm. Listen to this. What can your husband, what can your spouse, what can your partner say about you? Are you a solution to his life? Are you a solution to that relationship? Are you a solution to your family? When there is coldness, when your family is cold? Can you come lie and keep your family warm? Can you come lie and keep your spouse warm? What is who are you in that relationship? Are you a solution? They had to look for a solution. I want to imagine the king being covered with so many blankets, and then he's still shaking because he was old, of course. And then he's still shaking. And then they say, now, this one will not work. And one of them comes up with, and there's a reason as to why. Anyway, one of them comes up with a solution and maybe discusses with the others. And then they go and ask the king. Look at this. They go and ask the king. And then what happens? A search was made all over. A search was made all over Israel for a beautiful young woman. And in Shunem, they found such a woman named Abishag and brought her to the king. Look at this. They looked for that woman and they brought the woman to the king. Look at this. They brought the woman to the king. For the woman to lie close to the king and make the king warm. That was the solution of the king. Are you a solution? Do you think your husband can depend on you? Do you think your husband can consult you when in one way or the other he becomes cold in one aspect of life? He can become cold in a way. Can he consult you? And can you come in? Can you lie close to him and you make him warm? Our work is to be Abishags. Look at this. I want to say that every service starts at home. Let us go to verse 15. What does it say? Verse 15. We know what happens there. You just read what happens there. You know what happens. Somebody there wants to take the kingship, wants to become the king, and King David had already promised Bathsheba that his son Solomon is the one to become the king. And Bathsheba became so worried. So he had to go and report to she had to go and report to the king that somebody is taking over the kingship. And in fact, it is the son who was supposed to be the king, because the king had already said it and the king had already promised. So Abishag is now going to report it to the king. And Abishag is also, she also wants to be accompanied by other prophets, by a prophet and a priest, Zadok and Nathan. Okay, let us leave that alone. Now Bathsheba goes to report it to the king. Look, 15 says, so Bathsheba went to see the king in his bedroom. Bathsheba is David's king still, but now he did not do it. She did not do it. David is called and she did not do it. Okay, we don't know the reason. He was very old. Let me repeat. So Bathsheba went to see the king in his bedroom. He was very cold, and Abishag, the young man from Shunem, was taking care of him. What did Bathsheba find? Bathsheba found Abishag doing her duty, taking care of the king. Let me ask you, as a woman, are we taking care of our kings? Are we taking care of our Davids? Are we taking care of our spouses? Are we doing what we are supposed to do? Or we are bringing the coldness in their lives? Do you know there are people here, the way they behave outside? There are some women, let me just use that word. There are some women who behave differently when they are outside with other people. But when they come home to their husbands, they are different. There is no friendship. You cannot take care. You cannot be Abishag. You don't even know what your husband, the life of your husband. You don't know what your husband is wearing. You don't know what your husband is eating. You don't know the life of your husband. Your husband could be, let me not just say a husband. Your partner, your spouse, your partner could be going through a problem and you don't even know, because you're not there for him. You don't even know. Abishags. Let us be Abishags in our families. Let us be Abishags in our... They found us. This man found you. The servants went round Israel looking for a woman, and they found a beautiful woman called Abishag. This man went looking for you, was looking for a wife. Let us look at this. We are talking of, the Bible says, whoever finds a wife, not whoever finds a woman. Not whoever finds a woman, but whoever finds a wife finds favor. Let us become that favor. Let us become Abishag. Abishag became serious with whatever thing that she was called for. Let us be wives. Are you a wife? Are you there as a wife? Be what you are there for. Take care of him. Can you imagine somebody somewhere serving other people somewhere, and yet at home, this woman can never serve the partner, can never serve the spouse? How many have you seen in the community when we have a function, very active, working, serving people, serving the guests of honor, serving the visitors there, very active, come home. This woman can never serve the wife. No, this woman can never serve the husband. The husband is the one doing everything for himself. Let us be there for them. What can your husband say about you? Do you come in? Can he depend on you? Can he say, if he is going through a problem, can he come and consult you? Can you come together? Can you be close to him and put warmth in him that the problem goes? They also go through problems. They also have, sometimes they become weak. Let us come, lie next to them, lie close to them and put warmth in every kind of a problem that they have. Look at this. There is a verb. Let us go there very fast, very quickly. There is a verb. I was just checking the time. There was a verb. There is a verb that is really written in the Bible 5 times, showing how serious things can be in this. 5 times. Let us look at Proverbs chapter 21. 5 times. Let me tell you which verses. Let me tell you. It is written in Proverbs chapter 27, verses 15. Proverbs chapter 21, verses 19. Proverbs chapter 25, verses 24. Proverbs chapter 21, verses 9. All those, the same verb, the same verse. It shows how serious things are. Look at this. 9. Let us start with 9. Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife. That is how we are feared when we become quarrelsome. Better to sleep on a corner roof. What does it say? On the corner of the roof than to share a house. Better for that man to just walk out and go than to share a house with such a woman. A woman who is so quarrelsome. Let us look at 19. What does it say? Better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. Imagine. Instead of becoming favor, you are becoming nagging. Can you imagine this person wanting to go to the desert and live in you? Which one is better? You or the desert? Which one is better? At the corner of the roof? Which one is better between you and that? So, where is the husband going to choose to stay? In the desert? In the corner of the roof? Or with you? And what is making him go? Because you are nagging? Because you are quarrelsome? Let us lie close to them and make them warm. Let us be that help. Let us solve the problem that they have. What kind of a coldness? I'm shooting at night. That is why there is this much light. The light might not look so good, but let us just accept it the way it is. Kindly. The light, I can see the light is too much. Yeah. What is happening? Us as wives, what are we doing? How are we behaving? Can we be missed by our spouses, that when they become cold in their businesses, they become cold in their places of work? Maybe something went wrong in the place of work and he's coming home. When something become cold with their friends outside there, wherever place that is coming from, he is cold. Are you ready to come and lie close to him and make him warm? Solve the problem. What is he saying about you? Or you make other people warm. I want to imagine me as a wife somewhere where I am serving the men of God, serving these big people in a function, very with a lot of humility. I'm even bowing down and I'm serving them. And at home, I cannot bow down. Let me tell you, every service begins at home. If you cannot do it at home, then don't do it anywhere else. Do not serve those other men. After all, they have their partners also. You find a whole woman bowing down before another man, simply because that man is outside there and he is somebody else. Maybe the man is very senior somewhere. Or maybe a man in the church. serving them and bowing down, even kneeling down when serving them. What about your husband at home? Do you kneel? Do you iron his clothes? Do you buy him anything? Do you entertain him in anything? When you go entertaining other people. Bathsheba went there. 1 Kings 1:15. Bathsheba went to see the king. He was very old, and Abishag, the young man from Shunem, was taking care of him. Bathsheba found Abishag very busy with the husband, without jokes. Abishag had no other business. Her business was just to serve the husband. Please, before we serve another thing, even before you serve in another ministry, let me tell you, let us serve our people at home. Let us serve our children. Let us serve our husbands. Let us give service at home. Be a wife at home. Don't be a nagging wife at home. Don't let your people want to go to the desert. Don't let your relatives want to go to the desert. Serve them. Be that kind of a woman. Yes, do not serve any other person. Do not bow down somewhere else. Bow before your people. Bow before your relationship. Value your people. Abishag valued David so much that she could not do anything else. It was just service, because that is what she was called for. We are home as wives, as mothers. Let us do the service as a wife, as a mother. Please, let us do it as a wife and as a mother. Let us serve according to what we are called for. Let us commission ourselves fully, and let us be committed. After all, families are the first project of God, the first institution that God started. Let us honor it, and let us honor our spouses. Let us honor our children, and let us honor another person. Let us lie close to them. Let us put warmth in their lives. Mercy Moli. Subscribe, like, and share. Let us see you next time. Thank you so much. I love you.